It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Welcome to the Real Word Season 8, Episode 21. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. This month, in a few days coming up, we're going to have the Turkey Drive. This is our 6th annual Turkey Drive. Shout out to everybody that has helped us. Shout out to everybody that has supported us. Last year, we did 200 turkeys in the Bronx. The year before, we did 150. The year before, we did 100. So shout out to everybody that has been donating. Shout out to everybody that has helped us. If you want to donate, the Cashapp is $ The Real Word Inc. That's $ The Real Word Inc. Or you can check us out on The Real Word Ministries Inc. on PayPal Giving Fund. That's The Real Word Ministries Inc. Also on GoFundMe, The Real Word Ministries Inc. Or you could donate on our website, www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org, and click the donate button to donate. You could donate many different ways. Just give love, show love, and continue to give love back. And that's what we're trying to do for this Thanksgiving. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Hey man, that shit was love, man. I'm like, y'all gotta give out to this turkey drive, man. This is Kimmel. I'm telling y'all right now, it's no cap. It's real life. Like, that's it.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely. It's your boy Ant, and like Kimmel said, man, like we see the prices of everything going up. The least we could do is, just help out wherever we can, so we can help those in need. So just make sure we support this movement, man. Make sure you support the movement.
Facts. And we can't do this one without you. So once again, the Cash App is $ The Real Word Inc. That's $ The Real Word Inc. We can't make it any easier, and the links is going to be in the description below in the video. So just donate. We also have the toy drive that we also do every December. Also the toy drive. So if you can't donate to a turkey drive, you can also donate to the toy drive as well. This year we're trying to do the turkey drive maybe in Brooklyn, of course, because last year we did the Bronx, and the toy drive last year we did Queens. So maybe this year we might do someplace else. You never know. So just hit us up and we're gonna show love. No, last year we did Flatbush. We was on the corner of Utica and Flatbush last year. So shout out to everybody that came out and support. Shout out to Peppy and the Promise of Greatness. That was a collab, as well as with Goals Off the Field and Pro-Life Vote Fatality. So shout out to Nolan, shout out to Alan, shout out to Ace, shout out to all the boys, and shout out to everybody that has supported us so far thus far. So gentlemen, we in the building. There's been a lot going on. Every time in the building, we already know what he talks about. He brings the controversy. And here we go. So you wanted to touch base on Haiti. I read something recently where they said that the gang member Barbecue, he said that he's finally letting the people pass and pump the gas and give the people gas. And he said that his whole thing was he wanted revenge, or he wanted vengeance for the president that got assassinated. And he also wanted the prime minister to be taken out of office as well.
All this is going on right now?
Yeah, all of this is going on. A lot going on right now, bro. A lot going on.
I can't keep
So they put sanctions recently. America and Canada put sanctions on certain people in Haiti's bank accounts, so they couldn't do certain things. Ironically enough, Fordham is having a tour of the United Nations. I'm trying to get in so I could go there and see what's up. If I get there, I'll speak on behalf, hopefully, God willing. So, see how long that line up.
Certainly.
So, what do you think about all this?
I mean, the situation in Haiti needs so much thinking. Like, you gotta go in depth into it. Even like the whole barbecue situation. Like, is it Unscrapped News? I forgot which independent outlet, but they worked with a newspaper called Haiti Liberté, and they actually they released this documentary where it's like they went to get barbecue side. So it's like, we hear everything about barbecue from the West perspective. So it's like, let's hear from you. What are you about? And barbecue gets to paint a completely different picture of himself, and us as the audience, I feel like this is actually a good thing because you get to watch both perspectives, hear them both, and kind of make your own conclusion from it to figure out exactly what's going on.
What did he say?
Pretty much that he used to be a cop. He stopped being a cop because there's a situation, they said that he made this massacre in that's the big thing they said about barbecue, that he made this massacre in La Saline where a bunch of people died. But barbecue's explanation of the story is that he didn't commit no massacre. He said he was still in the police. He got the call that there was a gang in that area. They went as the police to suppress that gang, and there was exchanging fire. And
really, in Haiti?
Yeah, and in that exchange of fire.
Is it safe for me to go to Haiti?
Of course.
Alright, just sure.
Of course.
In that
I'm walking with his peoples then.
In that exchange of fire, a cop died. So in that decision, in that minute when the cop died, they figured that they couldn't let the bad people get the body or the weapons. So with that decision, he explained that there was collateral damage, and he acknowledged it. He acknowledged that there was collateral damage, but he said
collateral damage. What do you mean?
That people died, innocent people died. But he said for the most part, the people that died were the people that were exchanging fire with the police.
So for the most part, bad guys died.
For the most part, bad guys died, and something that he said that
but they were innocent people that died.
He acknowledged that, but he said, with the reports blaming him for the massacre, they're not taking into account.
When you say massacre, how much people died?
I never actually looked up the report to find out. From the videos that I saw, there was a video where they showed you there was 4 bodies, there was right by a pile of garbage, and it looked like just innocent bystanders because they didn't have no weapons next to them or anything. But a good point that barbecue said there was no ballistic report on those bodies. They don't know if it was the cops that was shooting at the bad guys that accidentally hit the people, or was it the bad guys that were firing back at the police that accidentally hit the bystanders? And
how convenient, right?
And there was never really no research done on that. And that specific documentary went into showing you that the institutions that the West media is relying on to say barbecue is a terrorist, he committed massacres, they're showing that those are institutions that are so-called non-profit organizations, but that are continuously
he's non-profits out here. He's you're questioning you, bro.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they're continuously doing the bidding of basically the non-profit has to do the bidding of whoever's funding them.
Yeah.
And their funding is coming from USAID.
It's a trade.
Yeah, and then it's
it's a trade-off.
There is research that shows those institutions are always putting in work on the low for USAID. So the report on barbecue, is it actually true? Is barbecue a ruthless killer? Or are they just running water for the West to say just blame a bad actor? I'm not a lawyer for barbecue. Like, so based on the documentary, when I watched it, Barbecue was trying to like clean up his image, but I still don't think he did a good job. Like, you could tell, like, yo, you wasn't involved in some kind of gang activity, bro. Like, you're trying to say that you're with the people, but even in the explanation that he's given, he's trying to like omit as much facts about like the bad stuff that he does as possible. So with that, it's like, in my opinion, he's not a saint, but at the same time, I don't think he's like the worst of the worst that they're making him out to be. What I do tell people about Barbecue is that the guns that he has and that he's distributing, he can't afford. So he's clearly getting it from someplace. And I don't think there is an effort being made to like figure out like who is funding Barbecue directly. And to do that, like I think it's work that the Haitian government, I have to put it in quotation, Haitian government, because it's pretty much non-existent at this point. But it's both the Haitian government and the U.S. government. They're just not really looking. Like, when there's a drug problem in this country, whenever there's election, they bring up the border very fast. They tell you, yo, we need to secure the border. That's how everything is coming in.
We can't go too in-depth in regards to those issues because of that time. There's currently a sanctioned black hole. Okay, whenever it comes around this time, as when I say this time on the calendar, media goes into a blockade where if you mention certain things,
like they was watching.
they're gonna block you to certain audiences until that certain time is gone, so certain people can't say certain things at that certain time to influence certain things going on.
Absolutely. I mean, that's pretty much what they do. I had an argument with someone and I told them like the news like forgot like
no
why they're here.
For like right here, right now, on the things that we're on, they're doing it right now since we're live on this thing.
Oh,
right now. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so right now, so it's like I gotta watch.
Yeah,
I gotta watch
even extra because of the time.
We should have showed you the legal documents
of the month. Because of the month, you know what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, so it's like extra censorship going on because of elections.
We should have had.
You're not supposed to say it.
But the only way, like, I feel like the only way, like, but the only way, like, you get back at those institutions is to like, it's like you will not censor me, but I get it.
We let our people be free.
We can use other words. You know, it's the real. Certain words, you know, they trigger.
No more contracts. They didn't know.
I heard
So they sent me the memo. They sent it to me.
Let's not talk about this. Well,
let them other Negroes know.
Well, all right. So that's fine.
Things like that in life, man, I can't even think about right now.
It's hard not to think about it right now.
The same way, it's like if you want to
television recently, man.
The same way, if you want to stop drugs from coming into the country, like you go to the border. If they want to stop the guns from going into the Haiti, they need to go to the ports. The problem with the ports, they're privately owned.
It's like
by who?
We'll find out. I think it's Boyz that owns.
Like Bobby Johnson,
it's the rich people.
Yeah, I think it's Boyz that owns the ports in Haiti. It's Boyz Mervs. Yeah.
Bobby Johnson.
The people that run Haiti, it's like 10 to like 24 families. Some are richer than others. But the top fives, everybody know them. The Boyz, the Mervs.
They're in America or they're in Haiti?
They're in Haiti. Oh. They're in Haiti. The original Bulas. Those people are literally billionaires.
How they look like? They look like me and you, or they look different?
They look
Italian.
Me and you, they look
different. Somebody told me their specific name in Creole, but I forgot. But those are like, they have Middle Eastern roots.
Oh.
Yeah, so those are people that were like fighting for freedom, back home where they come from, whether it be Pakistan or wherever their heritage is
they
from.
call that third world country.
Yeah, but they ended up in Haiti and fighting for rights.
Haiti a third world country?
They say.
That's why they clarify it as.
So, is these people that's not from Haiti, but that end
Definitely
up being
not.
in Haiti, and then what they married into Haitians?
Some of them do, but most of them don't actually.
What's
Like,
They had to at one time because it was a law. You couldn't own land in Haiti unless you was native born until America came.
in 1950, I was going to tell you, in 1915, when Charlemagne Perrault died, the same day the U.S. landed in Haiti, you know, because they came and they said, we have to protect American interests, because there were some American people living in Haiti at the time. But these are stuff that people never talk about. What the Americans decided to do when they were in Haiti, they was like, oh, look at all this gold you got here. Your money doesn't need to be backed up by gold. You know, like, your money will be, you know, together with the U.S. dollar. So we're going to hold on to this gold over here for you. And history shows a whole lot of that gold went into, like, building the stock market. But, yeah, like, Haiti's currency was always backed by gold until 1915 when the U.S. government came in. And
1915?
they occupied Haiti until 1934.
I was just trying to see what's the difference.
So yeah, they stocked up as much gold as possible, and they changed the constitution at that point. Before that point,
that's what makes Haiti so valuable.
Before that point, foreigners could not own land in Haiti.
Port-au-Prince, Princes.
They changed that. But even Port-au-Prince, if you look at Port-au-Prince history, like pretty much after the rebels fought for independence. Like even in the slave, like the way the slavery worked, and they made sure they kept in the system. You know, they elevated some of the slaves. You know, like the light skinned slaves, like you could work in the house.
House Negro.
Yeah, you don't have to work outside. So like they always keep division in between them.
Yeah.
So even after like we kicked the French out in Haiti, that division still existed. So it's like now the house Negroes were the Negroes with like with the riches. The field Negroes were like the Negroes that were still on the field.
So where do the rich Haitians live in Haiti?
Rich Haitians in Haiti right now, most of them is like they live in the mountain, they live in Felmont, they live in Kiskoff.
Lots of land.
Yeah, you know, they live up in the mountains. But all of them, you know, they have houses in Dominican Republic.
Their houses look like
France.
What do you think about a third
of
world
course.
country? What do you think about that lifestyle, a third world country?
Yeah, to me it's a fake term.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't think Haiti is in the third world at all. Like, look at the map. It's like right in America's backyard. Like, how is that? I don't see the third world. I don't see it. So it's a characterization that just doesn't fit. And
pretty much the North America is pretty much all it is.
Yeah. So to me,
it's like boxes.
It doesn't fit at all. Like it's undeveloped. But it's undeveloped because of
but somebody still manage it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's too small to manage to be its own thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There are billionaires in Haiti just the way it is right now. But those people are like they found a way to make the corrupt system work for them.
You know, I noticed rich people don't really live anywhere. You know, they kind of all over. They kind of touch.
They don't need to.
Yeah, they don't really have one location.
They have to move around, so
you
never know where they at.
So they're just connected. They're very connected to this.
But the money is like a international passport. Once you have a lot of it, once you have a lot of it, everybody wants you to come around.
And you don't really need a house.
Yeah,
it's like Kanye and Elon
Musk was saying that.
Yeah, it was like we don't have a house. We just know a lot of rich people that got big houses. They all got extra rooms, so you don't ever gotta go. And everything is free when you're
rich. We go there, we make a trade.
Yeah,
we trading off something.
You could walk up to the Trump Towers and be like, hey, it's me. Like, hey, we got a room for you. Come upstairs.
That's it.
You don't gotta pay.
And it's
for
like
nothing.
everybody knows.
Yeah,
everybody
you don't
knows.
gotta pay for nothing. Poor people pay for stuff. Rich people don't pay for nothing.
It just be.
They call it complimentary.
But those rich people in Haiti, they get to live they live better than rich people here. They get to make all the money without any
I'm
accountability.
thinking about that fabulous line. Money ain't the root of all evil. Now attention is. I'm thinking now that rich people ain't even rich as they. I think you was telling me the other day. They don't even need money in a sense of. It's kind of like, I know this rich person. I'm gonna go sleep there for free. Just because they know me, because I got a lot of attention. That's just wild.
In my ideas, the rich people in Haiti, like, they actually want it the other way around. Like, they rather you never talk about them.
That's why they say
They would rather,
third world.
they would rather you never talk about
America
them.
is all about popularity.
Because, you know, they got to live in Haiti, but, like, yo, like, when they come on vacation here in Florida, you know, like, yo, they pull up, and they're like, oh, yeah, let me get the penthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't involve
And then,
cash.
you know,
It don't involve
you
cash.
sitting next to them, you're like, oh, what? Oh.
It's just
I
like
thought this-
what I offer you. It's what I bring to the table, you know?
I went to a party not too long ago during the summer. It was I forgot what the place called, but it was an award show for this black Haitian-owned nonprofit organization, and they had one of the former prime ministers of Haiti and a lot of other people that was there. And to interact with the black bourgeoisie compared to the white bourgeoisie, it was just funny to me, you know. I'm still being accustomed. Ironically enough, I was accepted into the white bourgeoisie before the black bourgeoisie. You see it, like we was invited to white mansions before we was invited to black mansions, which is weird. so
That's the way it always works.
It's like, well, it's all about who we reaching, you know?
Yeah. But like when I was in a room with all these black people and the Haitian people, like Haitian politicians and diplomats, and the way they would react with them, it seemed like the higher they were, the lighter they were,
Tone was.
and they didn't really look like the Haitians I'm accustomed to, in the sense that they didn't look like me and other Haitians. They look more so like mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff. But the way they interact is almost like they act like, all right, when you in the room full of
They
a
like
bunch of
Martin
whites,
Luther King.
they all want to know who you are because you're black. So they like, who is this guy? Like, what does he do? Like, who are you? Who you here with? Like,
But
who
then in the
invited you?
black
What's going on?
community,
And the black community is like,
the lighter they
who is this person?
Yeah.
Like, I don't got no time to speak to
They
you.
actually rather the lighter.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's a weird dynamic.
Because in our culture we got tricked into that battle of skin color. We got tricked, like Jamaicans been bleaching themselves since they were young. Like
Yeah, it looks crazy. It looks
mentally
crazy.
trying to be more accepted by the other people.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
No, but
It's weird. Like
to me, I don't think you could blame the Jamaicans. I think you have to
I was
the
saying-
white supremacist system is a
I'm
very
saying it's like
it's a very
American.
powerful. It's a very powerful system. It's like our parents.
But what does make them so powerful? What is it?
Well,
But like, look at our parents. Our parents are really exceptions. Like, they really made it out, because it's like, bruh, from when my mom was born until she was about maybe 40. Any movie that she saw on TV were white actors.
we're only
Like,
2 generations removed from
from slavery.
Think about it, only 200 years
That's
removed.
it.
Only
That's
200
it.
years.
It's like anything
your
she's
great grandfather probably was a slave.
was a slave.
Your great grandfather. Well, so they want you to think.
Anything she saw on TV, it was white people.
Right.
Yeah, it's like let's say a movie like Amistad.
Yeah, I find we are fighting this family trauma from the slavery days.
Even a movie like Amistad, like the way they wanted to like depict like what the slave went through, like they
Who's making those movies? Who's funding those movies? Who's creating those movies?
I mean, you know.
Oh,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
We can't.
Don't say it.
We can't say it, but when I say the white supremacist system is powerful,
Kanye West, that's what I'm saying.
when I say the white supremacist system is
Say
powerful,
Kanye West, baby.
it's very powerful.
This is Brooklyn, and we in Brooklyn right now. Relax.
It's very
We
powerful.
too close? We too close. We right here in the mist.
What do y'all think of that situation? Like, let's say your opinion of the Kanye and Kyrie, KK.
We missing one?
KK is getting hanged, yes.
Oh, no. That could be the third kid.
I've been actually.
Kevin Samuel's already dead.
Oh Lord, never mind.
I was thinking about this for so long. So it's because I don't care enough about
And you got it on an Adidas shirt, man.
I don't care. I don't care enough about it to like. I don't care enough about it to like go in depth.
We see, man.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing to me. Like,
Because
I want.
what you have to realize is Kanye chose to fight an institution. Before he fought that institution,
You sure they saying that he's fighting
listen,
up?
he felt very comfortable saying slavery is a choice. He felt very comfortable saying that. He did not care.
It is a choice.
He did not care like
It is a
who.
choice, though.
Now.
No, it's not.
It is a choice. How is it not? How is not?
My brother, slavery is still going on today.
You know,
Okay.
Like mental slavery is still going on today.
it's a
Like
choice.
I have what they say there's 11 million people in Haiti.
Yeah.
There is about 9 million of those people who are mental slaves,
By choice.
and they don't have a choice. They have no
third world.
choice.
That's
Yo,
third world.
I'm a-
They have no choice.
That's why we say it's third world.
Okay, wait.
countries.
Is slavery a choice, right? The U.S. Constitution says, give me liberty or give me death, right?
Yeah.
There were people on a slave ship, allegedly, on their way to America. They chose not to become slaves. What did they do? They jumped off, right? There were people who went on plantations like, I don't want to do this. They ran away. Those people all was making choices. They all made decisions.
You're right.
But I don't. That's not a choice.
You can't vote that.
That is a choice.
Give me liberty or give me death. It wasn't a choice. It was more of a uprising. It was don't accept this.
So you taking a choice. It's like A or B.
Red
But
pill or blue pill. my
you
friend.
can't call it, you cannot call it a choice when
How?
because
It's A or B.
the only people
Matrix, bro.
the only people
There's people who chose
who decided that you know
to
what
be slaves.
this system is bad.
People
We don't want to
chose
be in
blue pill, They
it.
ran
Yeah.
away.
Was Haiti, right?
They were the only ones.
They revolted in 1804.
So they made a choice. They
made a choice.
They made a decision.
With that decision,
So there is a choice.
hold on. With that decision, they are still not a country up to today.
They
chose to do that.
They
But-
chose to do that,
no, but-
and they got to deal with the repercussions of that choice.
So how is that a choice? How is that a
They-
choice? How is that a choice? If I'm fighting for freedom, right? I fight for the freedom. I kick you out, but then I realize that the country needs to make trades to actually be a country. And then you tell me, oh, after you
Always a choice,
after
bro.
you beat me,
I got this.
well, if you want me to recognize your independence, you have to pay.
All right.
Okay?
Here's my rebuttal. Again, a choice. You bring up Haiti, right?
Yes.
At one point, the island was one island, the island of Hispaniola. After Haiti beat the English, the French, and the Spaniards, they had control of the entire island. And there was two empires in Haiti, one in the south and one in the north. At that time, there wasn't really any Dominican Republic. The people to the other side of the island, they said, we don't want to be under these blacks. They made a choice, right? And they went under Spain. And Spain gave them the funding to fight off of the Haitians, and they took over that half of the island. They made that choice.
So you got to work with somebody, man. They chose what side
They
they
chose-
wanted to work with.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't. It was no choice. It was no choice. It was no choice to be made. Like, those people,
We just
literally
all the choices.
those people,
Let's say they don't have
those
a
people
choice.
literally went back into slavery.
Yeah, the Dominicans went back into slavery because they chose not to be.
Those people literally went back into slavery. Those people literally went back into slavery.
Because they chose not to be under the blacks. They would rather be slaves than be under the blacks.
This
Yeah.
That was their choice.
You gotta realize, guys. Dessalines, after the uprising, Dessalines had a vision, right?
You gotta realize
They killed Dessalines 2 years after that.
Yeah, they did.
They killed Dessalines 2 years after that. That vision,
They could have chose. He said decide.
that vision never landed, right? So when all the division came after, the vision for the country never landed. So the people that decided to fight and say we don't want to be under the blacks, laws are being passed saying that white people cannot own land in this territory. So it's like, oh, I'd rather be under them because like when I was over there, I was the house Negro. So it's like those people are not. Oh, they're not making a choice to say, oh, I don't want slavery. They're like, oh, black people are getting rights over here. I want to go get my rights over there.
So they still making a choice. They're choosing to stay in bondage.
But I want you to see the difference in like fighting for what you believe and like making an economic decision.
They did believe in that. They believed in their leader, and their leader thought that it was best in their economic interest to stay with Spain than stay with the Negroes. And look, it worked out for them.
But Dominican Republic just got.
Everybody got their
Dominican Republic just got good.
If you don't think it's happy,
Well,
they're happy out there.
Everybody flying out there. People going out there to get dots. People going out there to get bus shots. People going out there on a cheap vacation. Come on, bro.
But now I want you to like sit back and ask yourself, okay, why?
Because
you gotta realize now it's they used to split the tourism with Haiti 50-50. Now they have 100%.
Yeah, for them.
They chose to be on their own, independent.
So it's like I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not making accusations, but somebody is paying to make sure that Haiti can't be what it's supposed to be.
Dominican Republic has the money to pay for the security. And if you ever been to the DR, you see Haitians come over to DR to get money, and a lot of them, they won't admit that they're Haitian. A lot of them don't admit that they're Haitian. But off the bat,
those are people who have problems with their identity. But it's like, but to get back to the conversation, like slavery was never a choice. Like slavery was a system. And it's still the same system.
Slavery was a choice.
It's still the same system.
That bulekai, give me liberty or give me death. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. I could either die as a man or live as a coward. Some people,
but I think you have to go back and read, like, really find out, like, Haitian history, because after the Silent kicked the French out, he told them, so you can stay.
So let's keep it real simple.
He realized.
So let's keep it real simple, right? I'm Harriet Tubman, right? Yo, my Negroes.
Ugly looking Harriet Tubman.
That is. I'm like, hey, my Negroes. Harriet Tubman was a hit chick, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never seen any good looking pictures of her. I don't know. Maybe she had the wagon. Who knows? Because they was following up with something.
We saw her after her prom. We ain't seen her in her prom.
The future was behind her, so everybody followed.
I think we see like old pictures. You know, her when she's old. Like yo,
we don't see no young pictures.
Hall of Fame already.
Like that's a Hall of Fame picture.
No matter how coming in the game now.
No matter how hit someone looks, like if they're doing something incredible, they're going to be attractive to somebody.
Alright.
They're going to be attractive to somebody.
So if you was back then, right, and you was Washington Carver or Thurgood Marshall, you was back then.
What? He said, that's what I would want. That's literally powerful woman. That's literally who I would want. Like that's literally who I would want. But even in that,
I have to see it in person.
Even in that, like. You know, like when you read about Harriet Tubman, it's like, yo, she had to fight with some of the slaves that were already on the road with her. It's like when it got bad, it's like it's not really that I want to go back to the slavery, but it's like, yo, if we get caught out here, I'm about to get lynched, and everybody on the field where I was about to get punished.
But that's the choice you make. But look,
that's hard to call out a choice.
Here's the point I was gonna make, right? Here's the point I was gonna make. If I'm Harriet Tubman, right, and y'all two slaves, right, A and B.
I don't want to be in this scenario.
You could stay on the plantation, or you could leave with me. What do you call that? I'm giving you two what?
Or I could just try to run out and be doing my own.
All right.
That's what some people do.
So those are called what?
What they call them? What do they call them? The name slipped out of my mind.
Y'all about to say those are called choices? Y'all about to say those are called choices?
He knows.
It's like literally someone someone is hungry, and then it's like, oh,
you gotta make a choice, bro.
I give you a pile of garbage, or I give you a pile of SHIT.
You gotta choose.
I'm giving you two choices.
Garbage, bro. There's gonna be leftover apples.
I'm giving. No, but it's like
you hear about that though.
No, but
what your kids who's locked in the basement.
No, but what you're
eat their shit till.
But that's what I'm saying. What you're describing is like literally. It's like
it's life.
It's an option that doesn't have anything, and like. You're willing to like call it a choice because that person didn't decide to get up.
Or shit, I chose garbage because
no, but
choice is a choice. Choice is a choice whether it's comfortable for you or not.
It's not comfortability.
If it ain't good looking, I enjoy it.
It's not comfortability though. It's not comfortability. It's not comfortability.
You choose death.
If you out with your mans and he got a girl and he like, yo, bro, take one for the team so I can slap it. He's giving you a choice. Take one for the team or leave.
That shit is hard.
You can't compare that to like
that was the team.
You can't compare that to like this degree of conversation because, as I said, like when choices are being made, it's more like, yo, do I want to go to school? Or do I don't want to go? Or I don't want to go to school.
That's still a choice. That's a choice.
I understand that.
Slavery was a choice.
I get that. No, that's a choice. That's a choice.
If you was a slave right now, if you was a slave right now, what would you choose? Would you choose to be a slave, or would you choose to run away?
If I had a family, I would stay a slave until I could figure out a solution.
So that's your choice.
That's what people do.
So what would be your choice? So what would be your choice if you was a slave?
That's not a choice.
What would be your choice?
That's an injustice. I don't get it. How you call that a choice?
A lot of African stories.
It's an injustice.
I would run away.
You would run away?
I'll be out there making fires, bro. That's what make your own house.
To me, if you don't make it and they kill you.
To me, it's an injustice.
Either way, there was two options of how we could die. Bro. We could die free or we could die a slave.
To me, it's an injustice.
Exactly.
To me, it's an injustice.
You can either work for them or work for yourself.
I'm like, SMD, catch me if you can.
To me, it's an injustice, man. And it's like you didn't give people choices. Like you gotta respect any decision that people made at that time because it's like mentally they didn't have anything to make that choice that you're saying they had.
If they had Harriet Tubman,
nothing.
If they had Harriet Tubman, she like, I done freed 100 Negroes already. If you come with me, I can help you get free. Because she came back, and she could have freed a whole bunch more if they would have came with her, right? She said that, right? Yes or no?
Harriet Tubman was selling hope.
I'm asking you. She said that, yes or no?
Everybody said
Hold on. Did she say that, yes or no?
Yes, she did.
Yes or no?
Yes, she did.
So some Negroes chose to be free and go with her, and some Negroes chose to stay back. You one of the Negroes that said you're gonna stay.
Let me answer
like I said,
you can either hope you survive or you can either hope you survive here. You gonna have hope either way.
Slavery was. I'll still stand up and say slavery was never a choice.
Wait. Hold on. But the ones that chose no longer to be in slavery and they left with Harriet Tubman, were they still slaves once they became free?
I mean,
go for somebody.
Exactly. Go read the diary of some of these people.
But
that's what you should actually do.
Alright, so you read it?
Run away to the north.
I was gonna ask him the book.
Did they run away to the perfect life?
I'm asking you if you read it. Tell us right now if you read it. I didn't read it. I'm not gonna lie.
No, because I'm black, right? Hold on. I'm talking from the perspective of the slave at that time. I'm black. I was taken away from my native land.
We were though.
I'm in a new territory.
We are though.
Now, okay. I don't have internet, right?
We do right
now. This is I'm being leashed. I'm being worked. I have to work. You know, without being paid.
House Negro.
But I get one plate of food.
House Negro.
I get the field Negro. I get one plate of food to make sure I eat, like to make sure I can still work. Mm. I'm still in this world where black people are not respected. Mm-hmm. The people in the north do not love black people.
No,
they are against the South, so they are using blacks as a tool, like like a chess piece.
Yeah, they get more numbers.
So exactly. So now you're telling the slave who is like living on one plate of food that he knows he could rely on. Let's go to the north, and then you gotta fight to get your own food now with people that I know don't respect me. Like, what freedom are you taking me to, Harriet Tubman? Is that freedom? Right. I got 6 people with me. Freedom. Now I'm by myself. Where am I gonna get food for them?
That's why I always like the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King scenario.
It's like, where am I gonna get food for them?
Most of them went up north and worked in factories. Because afterwards came the Industrial Revolution, and there was not really a need for slaves after that, but there was a need for cotton.
But you realize that I even like Haiti, basically, when Haiti turned the world.
That's what the Woman King, that movie that just came out.
I didn't see that.
I
want to see that movie though. Yes.
Speaking about the,
I want to see that movie though.
They were giving off women as slaves and so on for trading cotton with the British.
They decided to fight.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta watch that movie though. I gotta watch.
And
that
it was
movie.
like dirty Negroes that was making the trade. Like they had a bunch of people as their slaves.
It wasn't like the king. It was like the dirty Negro who was going against the king. He's like, I'm gonna sell these people to the white man.
Yeah.
In a sense of traitorish.
Yeah.
It's always like that, man.
There are bad apples in every society. Like people always try to use that example to say to justify slavery. To say, oh, they paid black people for the slaves.
All right, so let's put that aside because we started off with the Kanye thing, and that's how he fell into it. Besides those stuff that he's saying, what else? But what do you think about what's going on with him? Like, what's going on with him right now at this present moment? Do you think it's fair? What's going on with him?
I think it's 1,000% fair. Why? Because
wait, time out.
Why?
Because when he sat
Kanye?
Yeah, because when he sat down with Sway, Sway was trying to tell him, once you get in bed with these people, like, it's not because you don't want to, it's their money. They will be telling you what to do. Empower yourself, start your own. Listen. You cannot go sit down at somebody's table and then start saying, oh, I have influence, move this. Bruh, you in my table. There's nothing Kanye could say. You in my table.
You're just a loudmouth.
So, like, black people, we don't need to stand up for Kanye. We need to build our own table. Kanye, come sit over here.
Facts.
What are we fighting? What are we fighting?
But that's what
we got some people on one side that build that institution. They got their power, and then now we just want to go attack it.
Yeah.
Let's build our own. Let's build our own. We don't have to criticize that side.
And that's what.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it and build our own.
The old leaders used to say that we were too fascinated with their stuff.
Bruh, in 1850, when they put out the book for how to make the best slave, that's one of the rules. Keep the slave looking at our own empire.
You know what?
Don't have him focus on anything he could do.
Let me tell you a wicked thing what it sounds like. It sounds like, we created music, right? And then the other people decided to tell us that they are selling our music better than us.
Yep.
So we started giving our music to them.
Basically, they're managing our talent and they're getting paid the majority off of it. But
why do we want their stuff?
Because we were made to feel inferior to the point where we believe that they're smarter than us. So we just hand it over.
Look at the triangle, bro. There's our people, there's them, and then there's the technology people would say, the engineers, the majority of our tech. Okay. Where does it come from? But it's those people working with these people that got us working for these people, because everybody want the tech, the visual,
But even these techies, they want to be like these people more than anything.
They don't like.
They want to be like these people.
They don't directly connect
these people don't even know what these people are doing. And these people take everything from these people cash.
You're right.
And then they do business with these people, and then they give the garbage to these people.
But what you have to realize is, they never stop you from creating your own. You just always come sit at their table.
They've always been so fascinated with their
you just always come sit at their table.
Like Kanye, he wants Balenciaga. He wants
Thank you. Now you're talking about the true issue.
But you know what
I'm not saying cancel Kanye. I'm saying I'm not with you, brother, with what you're doing right now. But come back home.
Yeah.
Come back home. There's a whole lot we could build.
You found out what
Yeah!
happened.
What do you think about over there? Come back home. There's a whole lot we could build together.
Okay, so what about Kyrie now?
Same way.
Nah, he shouldn't be punished.
No, but guys,
I guess
it's the same thing like I said.
what happened to N1 Streets?
When you're fighting a war.
Rucker Park Ball. What happened to that?
They had the big 3 by Ice.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what happened to these things?
Yo,
But he was
like,
smart owner.
to me, someone like Kyrie, instead of like making the argument he's making and like, trying to fight an institution and get black people to recognize themselves as that, invest in N1. Like, let's come back home. Let's build our own. Like,
you all these slapped to come back.
all these record labels, like, son, they got what? Quality Control. They got Rock Nation. They got what's his name? Yo Gotti. I got CMG. Yo, bro.
Good music.
They never put together to have their own distribution company.
Yeah, we don't own the distribution.
We don't own no distribution.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking, what do black people like to?
Universal owns majority.
What do black people like to watch? Like, what do black people like to have?
Well, we don't even own BET anymore.
Bro, we don't own anything. Like, I don't watch MSNBC, but there was somebody on MSNBC named Tiffany Cross. She had a show on Saturdays. She got fired the other day, and everybody was making this like big thing about it. How MSNBC is wrong. They should have never fired her. They're gonna lose viewers. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, we could get stuck criticizing MSNBC. It's like we need our own channel. Then we could hire Tiffany Cross. But it's so the whole
step. Revolt, like P Diddy got Revolt. He's trying to build up.
There you go. So like, how many black people are getting behind that? Like, we don't give value to nothing that we do. Like, Jay-Z said it in one of his songs, like, yo, some people don't mess with Tidal just because I'm the owner of it. Like, literally, it's all around.
Some people don't mess with the real word.
Yeah, just because it's you behind it. It's like, oh, nah. They want to see somebody else.
But they'll go support some random.
Yeah, they want to. Now, once they see 501c3, they're like, oh, this type of person does good with the 501c3. This type of person wants 501c3 to put money in their pocket. Literally.
So we gotta show them the term.
Literally.
We gotta put those videos out there.
The videos are out there.
New audience. Everything is new audience, so you gotta keep reminding people that
to me,
really do it.
To me, like, we can't get stuck fighting a war we cannot win. Like, those people are not our enemy, yo. Those people are not our enemy. They look out for their own.
Because at the same time,
they look out for their own.
Such thing as a race.
Yeah,
everybody's supposed to be racist.
They look out for their own. When are we going to start looking out for ours?
Bad publicity.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's giving them all the attention.
I don't need Kyrie to fight for my identity. Yeah. Like, continue to do the work that you've been doing. Like,
speak about that.
Yeah, like, support the community. Like, if you could build a school. Yeah, build a school there. Like, go to Haiti, build a community in Haiti. Like, yo, let's build the black community. Like, let's restore our power.
But maybe he don't want to lose his own identity while doing that. Because I think that's his biggest argument.
But with that, with that, he's losing already.
Do you think you would have heard of Kanye?
No, I think you already heard of Kanye. But I think
like, if Kanye did not work for them, do you think he would have been heard about?
Of course.
Most of them do it to get that audience.
Nah, I think what Sway was telling Kanye in 2013 was real talk.
But who was gonna back Kanye up?
Everybody.
Nah, that's cap.
Bro, listen, bro. Because when Kanye, listen,
time out. Mm-hmm. Just let me make this point. When Kanye dropped his sneakers, the people that promoted his sneakers the most was his wife and her sisters.
Yes.
They wore his sneakers the most out of all the celebrities. Drake dissed his sneakers mad times and tried to get niggas not to wear those sneakers no more.
Nah, but him and Drake were beefing.
Yeah.
Him and Drake were beefing.
So the hip hop community,
this person was beefing with this person.
Exactly. And he's with Nike. So
yeah. No, but with that though, like I don't choose Kanye's story to anything. But when I look at it, I see it as like, even when we're building our own empire, we still need friends. This is why I don't see the point in attacking another group for no reason. Because, I want to be right. I want to make sense. Like, bruh, can we build our power first? Like, the conversation you want to have, we could have it.
Why does he want?
When we have big banks, when we have our own school, when they can't kick us out of anything, we could have.
We can't say that because Puff Daddy got 3 schools.
No, but that's not enough. That's not enough. Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. We need Kanye to do the same thing.
He did have the.
We need Jay-Z to do the same thing.
And they shut his school down.
But look what Diddy and Jay-Z had to do. They had to work for those people.
I don't think Jay-Z
you need partners. You need partners.
You don't think we should cut them off?
You don't cut anybody off.
Because we
look at the world, son. Look at the world. We all have to live in it together. That's the part that we always forget.
Do you feel like there's gonna be like a black America? In a sense of like an area of America that'll be a majority of black people.
But if you think about it technically,
the east side is kind of like that?
No, I was going to say, the Native Americans, they have their own reservations where it's just them in certain parts of certain states. They have their lands. Yeah. And they're making millions of dollars. In those lands. So everyone received their reparations but us. Of course. That's why a person made this point. I'll make this point on this show as well. And he said the reason why black people got so triggered when they saw White Lives Matter because they got mad because it's true. If black people are waiting for reparations, who's going to pay them? If it was a black person that's going to pay us our reparations, we would have got paid already. We waiting for the whites. They're the ones that give us the jobs. They're the ones that own majority of the companies. They're the ones that fix most of the stuff, that create the infrastructure, and that's really running the thing. So white lives do matter in our lives, bro. They're the ones that signing most of our checks.
Everyone got their part to play.
And
Asian lives matter too.
There's literally no lie, son, in what you just said, because like whenever I get into like discussions with my mom, like, I always tell her like, I know you voted for Schumer. I could guarantee you, in the civil rights movement,
and Schumer's on this side.
Schumer was like on the beach.
A lot of these people.
Yeah, Schumer was like on the beach hanging out somewhere. Like
everybody.
When he was supposed to be on the field saying like this is wrong.
Chucky.
He was on the beach hanging out somewhere. But like what you have to realize that
he's been at that time for a long time.
But at those times, there were white people that came out. I was like, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not. And so it's like it's never good to generalize like no one. Like it never leads to anything good. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at Haiti's history, like the bourgeoisie that's in place in Haiti right now, that's making all the money, they started to gain their influence on the United States Congress when Duvalier was like literally like suppressing them. Duvalier he wanted like Haitian elite to have most of the stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the Germans that stayed over?
Yeah, but I'm talking about whether it be the Germans, Middle Eastern. I'm talking about the people that's in place right now that have all the money. Yeah. Like they came to Haiti like looking for a better life. Mm-hmm. They started to like get into like trade. They started selling clothes, selling food. They started to get into that. But Duvalier like never allowed the economy to be centered around them. Mm-hmm. Like they always had to like work with the Haitian elite.
And you think that was a good thing or a bad thing?
To me, it was a good thing for Haiti, but as a leader, like once you accept people on your territory, you have to provide opportunities for them.
Everybody because if you be king, bro.
You're saying that they did provide opportunity for them, but at the same time, it was best for both sides. It sounded like the first arrangement,
but
because Haiti benefited and
once those people started lobbying Congress in the United States for better laws, as a Haitian president, you have to know, like, okay, either I cannot let them have more influence than me on that other side, or I need to just get them to the table and figure out how we could renegotiate whether I could give them an extra 5%, give them an extra 10%. Your job as a leader is not to give everything to one person.
So you want tax breaks for the rich, then?
It has to exist in a society to help the society evolve. I don't want rich people to pay nothing, but like they need incentive for investments.
So you sound like Trump.
We actually do.
Nah, like those people those people.
You don't sound like a Democrat. You sound like a
those people turn around and decide that rich people gotta keep everything. When the rich person decides that I gotta pay like no taxes. Like that's what people never realize. Like Elon Musk like to come on Twitter and say, I pay 33%. Like what you have to realize is that Elon like doesn't use his money. He doesn't touch his money. He goes to the bank and gets a loan. He doesn't have to pay tax on that loan. He lives off that loan. And then he pays that loan back. He doesn't have to pay tax on the money that he's paying the loan. That's wrong. He's cheating the system. I'm not talking about those kind of tax breaks. Because once those kind of tax breaks eliminate the middle class. And when you don't have a middle class in the society doesn't exist. That's why I always say, like, America is slowly walking towards Haiti every day. Every day, like, they cut out the middle class. Every day they cut out the middle class. We create an environment where January 6th will always happen every election. Because people feel abandoned. When people feel abandoned, they fight back. And whoever seems to be on their side at that point, like, it doesn't matter that Trump never delivered anything for them. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like,
they still got
I think this guy's fighting for me, so I'm with him, because y'all done gave up on me.
It sounds like they want him back. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's like, at that point,
when the Democrats are trying to lock him up and then everybody else want him back.
But the Republicans will work with the Democrats. Like, the McConnells, they will work with the Democrats, so like they could
do business together.
So they could get Trump out in the whole 2024. Like they'll tell them like, figure something out. Even if you don't charge him, but give him something to fight while we do the election. We don't want him here.
I have a question.
Because it sounds like that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, because at the same time, Trump has the Republican Party hostage. Hostage.
Because he was traditionally a Democrat.
Hostage,
A Republican.
And so now the Democrats don't really have to deliver anything. That's why you see like Biden will like sit down and talk to everybody and say, I'm going to try to fight my back. Except when he sat down with black people. When he was with black people, it was like, I can't do this. Like that's the only people he felt like he could raise his voice on.
Yeah.
So when I tell black people like, we need to recognize our power, like I don't mean go vote for Trump because you support Trump. Like, go vote Republican to let Biden know, like, this thing you just did, never again.
But I feel like
never ever again.
It's a trap.
No, like, bruh.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Even with the student loan debt forgiveness, it's another setup.
Bruh, I've learned this, man. I've learned this. The fight for power is all that it is. It's a fight for power. Whether a Republican or a Democrat is in office, we are all racing to get to the rich side. All of us. Now, the presidents do, like Obama. He got real rich.
Everybody get their 15 minutes of fame.
Bruh. But we're all racing to get to that other side. Both Democrats and Republicans are working for that other side. Now it's really who is gonna pave a better road for me to actually make it there.
Like Nancy Pelosi, she's crazy.
It's gonna be that Harriet Tubman in that sense.
Don't you gotta look like 100 mil or some crazy?
But it's not just her. It's
I know what you're saying.
Senators on both sides of the aisle, man. It's like stupid rich. Like Rick Scott in Florida, stupid rich. Like this guy was on his yacht in Italy talking about fighting for minimum wage. Like, bruh.
But really, that's the only people who could really run a campaign out because it's gotten so expensive.
So then we need to redo the politics. Like I heard someone talk about like democracy dollars in a space somewhere, and I thought
Trump really get all that money. Real estate, right?
From his father.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, his families, right?
Trump was a millionaire by the time he was 12 years old because his father created companies for him in his name, and then his father would pay Trump's company under his company as a business, and they would just keep paying him. And then he created that trust for the company. So then by the time he was like 12.
What did Trump do with the money?
Like he just kept getting loans and
squandering it.
Nah, he's still real rich.
Squandering it.
He was getting a lot of loans off the money. And then when he couldn't get loans in America, he started getting foreign loans. And he would let them put his name on buildings in other countries to like attract people to stay there.
Attention, man.
Nah, but the gutting of the middle class is like literally what led up to Trump. Like, of course, it also has to do with Obama being president. Like, you know, like white people just
so what you think
could not let that go.
Is it rich and poor right now?
Who?
Right now in America.
Pretty much. I mean, you know, they're gutting out. Yeah, I mean, whatever's left of it is like
it's just world country.
Like I said, I don't like that term, but yeah.
So what would be comfortable right now in America? Making how much, or like having how much, you would say?
I mean, like really, I don't wanna.
Income every day.
Yeah, I don't wanna really base on that. What I want to say is more. It's like corporate profits and CEO pay has gone up like substantively along the years.
Worker pay hasn't.
Minimum wage has been $7.25 since 2008.
Yeah, you're right. Because the people on top make way more than the people on the bottom. So there's a big gap, at least 40,000, I would say.
It's the real